was a bit of a bright start at the start, but it just sort of quickly got away from you guys, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Obviously, the scoreboard speaks for itself. So, our inability to hit the scoreboard, it's a fair concern. We've been going after a lot of things, the contest and clearances and those type of things. So, there's some small wins there, but we need to get better at converting and keeping in our front half, albeit we had 51 inside 50s today and they had the same amount. So we look at some of those things and go, okay, well, there's a little bit of improvement there. But it's no excuse for the loss. Obviously we're in a build. It's going to take time, and we'll look at some positives, but we've got to be better than that.
Did you, Adam, at the start of the season, did you think that the rebuild was going to be this tough this early on?
Yeah, 3 rounds in, we've got work. That's what we've got to be up for. So there's going to be ups and downs. We'll have some good days. But today, look, we'll always take things out of the game as a learning experience, and I think there is parts of the game where we're starting to see good identity. I think our mids are working their backsides off to give us some supply. Clearances, centre bounce clearances. I think our senior players they look good and fresh and playing their part. So there's some things there that we will still take positives from, but in terms of the holistic look at the game, we can't put it all together at the moment. So that's something we're working on and we'll continue to work on.
How much worse would you have been off without Jeremy and McGovern tonight?
McGovern, yeah, and Yo and Kelly. Yeah, so you need your senior players. So I don't know how young we were this week, probably second, first, third youngest, I don't know, but the senior players are so important in that. So I've said this a few times, we're either 30 plus sort of thing or we're 19, 20. So while those kids get to learn and grow and understand what it's like for a full season, you need your senior players. So yeah, they're critically important, and that's probably what we saw the last couple of years. Those guys went around, made it even more harder. So we understand that it's not pretty today. I thought we could have hit the scoreboard a bit more, to be honest. But yeah, still not enough. Nowhere near enough.
There was just gaping disparities in disposals and marks. At times, it's like the dogs just doing what they please.
Couldn't get it off them. Yeah, so we, I think we had that against Port in particular, where from round one, they just transitioned from the back half, and our team defence, which is front half football, they were too slick. They got on the outside and changed angles, and very skillful side. And that's what teams do, So I think we protected the bubble defence. They went around us pretty easily and then come back through the corridor. So we'll keep working on that. That's a team thing, and that doesn't matter how old you are.
It seemed like when the Bulldogs really started ramping up the pressure in the first half, that's pretty much when the game was on. Is that one of the more concerning aspects? How quickly the game got away from guys when the Bulldogs really sort of...
Yeah. Yeah, I think the pressure of the 3 sides of the play have been exceptional. So we're struggling to put that pressure on because we can't get the ball back and force the team to kick it to a contest. So we're working hard on that. And on the flip side, we're getting forced to make silly errors, and the synergy in our ball movement needs a lot of work, especially in the front half. We have been working on some other things, and we've touched on this, but we'll continue to get to work and try and get better.
You've got an opportunity where you're away at the moment for a few extra days. How do you get the confidence, especially some of those younger guys, up or just lifted up while you're away?
Just be honest. Yeah, we're not hiding from anything. So we're pretty pragmatic, but you can't be down on yourself too much. You just want to get better. So if they turn up with the right attitude on Monday, reflect, go over what we need to get better at, and then take the next step forward. So just keep moving forward. It's not just let's just get games into these kids, or let's just hope McGovern plays really well. We need to get better, all of us. So yeah, we're together this week. I think we'll train on Thursday here, and then head to Adelaide. A great chance to get together and bond and connect and have conversations around getting better.
After the last couple of years you've had, and then the first 3 weeks of the average losing margin is 64 points again. I mean, how hard is it to sell the hope to the fans that things will get better? Is it really challenging?
Yeah, I think we want to bring our fans along with our journey and what we're doing. So, we want to win. We definitely want to win. But we need to get these things right around the fundamentals. So we want to play the game in the front half more, which we did a little bit today. We want to get better at the contest and stoppages, which we did a little bit today. But we don't want to kick 3 goals. So, yeah, we've appreciated our support for a number of years. And the tough times are at the moment, absolutely. We've had plenty of good times over the years, and right now we just got to stick fat and keep trying to get better.
You said you don't sound surprised at how hard, you're asked, do you think it's going to be as hard as this? And you go, no, we knew what was coming.
Yeah.
Does it get hard just within the club or within the team just to stay focused and just, critically just keep on that path?
What was the question?
Does it, just with how hard it actually is, does it become difficult to keep
trying to say, no. This is my life. This is what we do. This is how we live. This is you got to have resilience. To get resilient, you need to be resilient. I don't know if that makes sense, but reality is important. We want to get better. We're not happy with the first 3 rounds, and not at all. We think looking longer term, we're heading in the right direction. But short term, we want to see some improvement. And today was poor at stages, but there was some good stuff as well. So, yeah, we'll keep chasing those little small wins, but we want to be better than today. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, I just want to ask you, there was an incident, I think, early in the second quarter, when the game was still live, and
Yeah.
Caleb Daniel tackled Jones, I think, was out of bounds. The boundary umpire put out
Hold the
of
ball.
bounds. That was over the
Yeah.
law.
That's what cost us the game, I thought.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, I think you brought up a good point. So that should have been a free
I want to get
kick.
your opinion. Is it-
Umpires let us down today. Is that what you wanted me to say?
That wasn't what I was saying, but I just wanted to get what your
This just
comments.
happens. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably should have disposed of it earlier. And in the end, it cost us. I think there was a number of instances today where we should have taken it out of bounds, been a bit more predictable on our goal line, and it just went the whole way. And they're the type of things we can get better at, because that's not talent, that's system. So we've got to train that as much as hitting targets, really. So there's a lot of work to do.
Tyler subbed out of the game, concussion protocols, obviously not expecting him next week.
No.
Gaff had a pretty good game yesterday from all reports in the Waffle. Lachlan Rawlinson kicked 3 goals.
Yep.
Do you look at bringing some guys over to Melbourne? Do you bring them to Adelaide? How do you
Yeah, we're going to work through that tonight, just to assess how the guys are. I think Brockman may be the only one, might be a couple of little niggles. It's a 6-day break, so we'll train. I think we train at Arden Street on Thursday. We'll try and get some numbers over to make the squad a bit healthier, but I don't see us making a heap of changes. The boys were disappointing at Waffle level on the weekend, albeit we saw some growth for some of our kids.
Yeah, I think it was a couple of boys too might be in a little bit of trouble with the match review panel. They got reported with it at Edwards.
At Waffle?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're down a few, and obviously they've hurt you with that appendix. Do you have many options to move some agents around?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think we've got probably the standard amount of injuries the clubs have. So next week, Dom Sheed will come back through Waffle, Jai Cully and Liam Ryan will be playing Waffle soon. So we've missed those senior players over the journey. But what we used to do is just throw them back into the seniors. We've got a little more depth in terms of availability, so we can train them up to get ready to play AFL.
Tim English was pretty dominant today, and obviously comes out of contract in the year. Obviously, only WA boy. And,
Okay.
No, I'm just saying he looked pretty good.
Yep,
obviously,
he looked good.
He'll be a target not just for you, but for Freo as well.
Free agency with Tim, yeah. Look, I'm not going to talk about that stuff,
Yeah.
but he was good today. I thought Barley's, slowly getting better in his ruck craft. I thought there was a pretty even battle at the ruck situation around the grounds. He got on top well and truly as part of the problem. So yeah, he played well.
Jack, come under a bit of criticism, but today he was quite competitive around the ground, albeit the delivery didn't come in.
Yeah.
Continue to try and say, we've got to give him a better delivery, or how do you look at Jack?
It's a bit of both. Yeah, confidence for some of our forwards is down. Like if we get 51 inside 50s every week for the rest of the year, we'll win some games. We've just got to get better at the connection piece, and our forwards need to be better at marking the footy in a contest. So, and I thought the doggies were very good today. Their pressure, clearly it's something they've worked on. It was high almost all game, and we didn't sustain it around that. So, yeah, there's some work to do with our forwards.